Under 17 not admitted without parents or guardian.
I need some pets.
Just what did you have in mind?
Rats. I'd like some rats. Rebecca.
Now I turn my microphone on. I am going to fire my crew. Pleased to meet you. Hope you guessed my name. And welcome to the Drive-In ASYLUM Halloween Special. My name, when it's not Mephistopheles, is Bill Van Ryn from Fanzine Drive-In ASYLUM. And my co-host for the evening is Sam Panic. Well, for most of the show, Sam Panico from BNS About Movies. Hello, Sam.
Happy Halloween, everybody. Pretty exciting. A Halloween show. Who would have guessed it?
My dry ice effects aren't working very well, so I'll just put them over here.
I'm impressed with your costume. We found mine about a minute before we went on the air, so Bill has planning, and
I saw it happen.
Yeah.
Right in front of my eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I dropped a piece of dry ice on the floor, and now I'm paranoid about where it went.
Huh.
It's like Alien. It's going to eat through to my first floor and then into my cellar.
Alien 2 on Earth is what it's going to do.
Could it happen to you?
I believe it.
Isn't that how that movie ends? There's a title on the screen
Yeah,
in case it
the
happened to
question
you
mark.
or
Yeah,
you're in it.
Bill, the Becca brought it up in the chat. We went to a Halloween party Saturday, and the cops got called, so we left before. Who knew?
Oh wow.
Who knew in my early 50s that cops would be getting called to parties?
Well, Sam, you're supposed to know better.
Yeah,
What did you do? Tell me what you
it
did.
wasn't
No
me.
one's listening.
It was, well, also, if you have a party where there are 12 and 13-year-old present, maybe don't have Jello shots out mixed for everybody. The kids' Jello shots are here on the table. Starting at this line are the adult ones. How's that going to work out? It's not. And then someone said, there was some crazy stuff said. I heard someone go through a door, and Becca wanted to watch, and I said, it's time to go home. It's time to go home. And so, yeah. Anyways,
Did you like my silent intro? Kill that Matt. We've been missing you. You haven't been on for the last couple programs. Nice to see you.
there seems to be a lot of people on here, so that's super exciting.
Yeah, for a Monday night, we didn't know who was going to come hang out with us. So thanks a lot that you would spend some time with us on Halloween.
I know.
Today of all days.
Yeah. So it's exciting. I'm really excited for this movie. I think we picked the right Halloween movie for us. This is
Did we?
Not for the faint of heart. This is a Halloween trick. Not, I don't know if it's a treat as much as it's a trick on the children.
Yeah, I don't know how to describe this movie other than to say it's John Waters with violence and monsters in it. Well, not that John Waters didn't have strike violence, because he has that in his movies, but there are monsters, legitimate supernatural monsters in this.
I was trying to explain it to Becca. Hold on, Cubby's going to do a fly-in. Hold on.
Yeah, look up in the sky.
It's love.
What is your kryptonite? Baths. Taking a bath, that's his kryptonite. I tried to explain it to Becca, and I said, imagine if there was a world where monsters lived and all monsters wanted to do was fight with each other, and not fight in a like a kaiju battle. They really wanted to deal with their emotions and how much they hated each other on an emotional level. And that's really what this is. These movies are on. That's why I love them. I just imagine that people heard this title, went to the drive-in to see it, and then just sat there and said, what the fuck are we watching? Like, it probably took about 10 minutes, and they're like, surely this movie is going to have rats and werewolves. And a lot of them is, I've been promised it. And it takes a while. That's probably why I like it. So.
Me too, frankly. It's the kind of movie I would have hated if I'd seen it when I was a kid, but now...
if you saw it on Chiller Theater, you would have trashed it. You would have been, no, this is not for me.
Well, the one thing that would have made me relate to this movie is it's very much like Dark Shadows.
Yeah.
The TV series, Dark Shadows, not the movie.
No. At least Alice Cooper's in the movie. That's what I'll say.
Yeah, it's a monster reality show, Dan. It's sort of about the relationships of these monsters and where they're going from here. Who's in it for the short haul? Who's playing the long game? It's the kind of thing that you could really read a lot into. I think it's going to blow your mind.
I was telling Becca about Blood, and I said, like, imagine if, Frankenstein's daughter met Dracula's son. They decided to leave behind the old country and come to America. But really, it's about real estate and legal problems and marital strife and carnivorous plants. It's really about everything. Well, look at this. This is the best one yet, Bill.
Oh, well, thank you very much. I've got lots of surprises in store for you all tonight.
I'm trapped in the web.
It was about 1 a.m. last night, and I was getting ready to go to bed, and I was like, oh, wait a minute. The show's not called the Drive-In Asylum Late Movie or Double Feature. It's the Halloween Special. I have to make a whole new intro.
Yeah.
I was up till 4. Oh. And I'm not saying that because I want sympathy. It's just because that's what I love doing. I love making these things. I'm obsessed with it. So
I love it. I want a shirt of just that logo to the top above you. I love that logo.
Yeah.
It's very Black Sabbath, Master of Reality, Drive-In Asylum logo.
We could arrange that.
Yeah. Darren asked if I've read the biography. I have not read the biography yet, so I'm looking forward to that.
You do see, I think you can see the edge of the sets in a couple of places, but it wasn't filmed. This movie has a bizarre lineage because half of it is, well, most of it, like, 75% of the movie was obviously, Mike talked about this on the program on Saturday night. Some of it was shot in England, and they actually had a nice location to shoot at, a stately manner. And then there were some scenes that were shot in Andy Milligan's house. And you can definitely tell the difference. He did not live in a stately manner, as nice as his house may have been. And that's kind of amusing. I like that. There's a lot of there's a lot. It's ultra low budget. Ultra low budget.
I wouldn't have it any other way. I just watched the today. My last movie I watched today was The Intruder from 1975 that Harry put out, the Garage House movie, and man, that movie.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen that?
No, I haven't watched it yet.
Oh man, it's like a Florida Cracker version of Bay of Blood with Mickey Rooney in it and Yvonne DiCarlo. It's real, and Stanley from William Griffiths. Stanley is in it too. It's he directed it and wrote it. It's very like 10 Little Indians and scuzzy. It's good.
I found my stray piece of dry ice, by the way.
All is well.
Yes.
You didn't just pick it up. You didn't barehand it, did you?
No, you're not supposed to do that. You could get very hurt doing that.
Yeah. That's why I would always ask for dry ice as a kid. And first, my mom would say, why, where do we get it? 2, why do you need it? And 3, you're 6. You're not allowed to handle dry ice.
Yeah.
I just wanted to have it. I wanted to have a very, chiller theater vibe to our living room. And maybe my mom was a little short-sighted. I'm not going to.
Who wouldn't want that? What 6-year-old wouldn't want that?
It would be a dream. So
there happens to be a dry ice place right down the street from our house.
Really?
So it was really easy for me to get this. The day that I needed it, the last time was when Pat Carty was on.
Oh yeah.
And I wanted to remake Vernon's Drink, with the bubbling and the smoking, and that was a Saturday. I waited until the day of, and they're closed on Saturday. But today was a weekday. I was like, "Ooh, I can get dry ice for the show."
Yeah.
So it's convenient. I could have dry ice now that I know what their hours are. I could plan on it any old show.
What do they give you the dry ice in? Does it come in like a locked box or something, or what does it come in?
No, it comes in a paper bag.
What? That doesn't feel secure. I'm glad I didn't get it as a kid because I probably
it is.
Stuck my hand right in.
That's the only thing you can take it home in, because they can't give you a plastic bag because it'll freeze and break.
Yeah.
So they have to give you a paper bag. But it's like a grocery store bag, and it's too cold to actually turn wet. So it just sort of like freezes. There's frost on the outside, but it's pretty secure.
My mind's been blown by this. We're only 16 minutes in, and my mind is fried. What do you do with it after? It just evaporates, right?
Yeah, it goes away. I mean, if you're just putting it in a drink for effects, it'll go away in like a minute or two.
Man.
But if you leave it, like the last time I bought it, of course, they make you buy $25 worth, 25 pounds of dry ice. And I only needed 1 or 2 pieces to make that drink. As tonight, I only need it for effects. So there's going to be a cooler full of dry ice here. It'll still be there for the next couple of days if I don't set it out and let it melt.
So if you see it on the show Saturday, it may make it to Saturday.
No, I don't. I wouldn't want to try and make it till Saturday with it.
I'm flashing back to all those science classes where it was like, and what does water become next? And then what does this become? I was sitting there drawing pictures of Leatherface, probably not paying attention, so I'm not good at science. Yeah, he's very Bill Nye tonight, explaining it to us. You know what other movie I watched to get myself in the Halloween mood? The Lorelai's Grasp. I never saw it, and holy shit, I love it. What a weird movie.
It's fantastic.
It
What do you
really is
expect from
great.
Armando de Osorio?
Yeah, I really like it. A bunch of his movies showed up on, like 4 or 5 of them showed up on Tubi. So,
No, Matthew, they give you 25 pounds of it in a paper bag. It's not just a chunk. It's in, well, they ask you how you want it. And if you want it in pellets, which it was about the size of an ice cube, they'll give it to you like that. So you can tell them. I don't know what the other form would be. They couldn't give you a block because it's not made in a block. It's made inside of a tube and it comes out round. So I don't know how they would give it to you any other way.
man, this is amazing. This is good. We've learned stuff on this show. We've learned
The
science.
lesson in dry ice.
Yeah, a lesson in dry. The weekly shows are educational episodes. The weekend shows,
Yeah.
school night. You got to do your homework, and we're all learning stuff.
It's all fun and games on the weekend, but we get serious when it's on a Monday night.
Yeah,
I am blown away. We got like around 20 people that are hanging out with us tonight, so that's awesome.
I have a Halloween question.
Okay.
I've been thinking of, what are your top 3 Halloween songs?
Wow. Put me on the spot. Why don't you?
Well, and in the chat, if you have some too, how about that? It doesn't have to all be you.
Yeah. Well, why not? It's all about me.
Exactly.
It's the Bill Van Ryn Drive-In Asylum double feature featuring Sam Panico.
Featuring Bill Van Ryn, produced and written and directed by Billy Van Ryn.
It's like Wham featuring George Michael. Remember?
Yeah.
They were Wham for everything, and then all of a sudden they were Wham featuring George Michael. I'm like,
Andrew Ridgely was like, you know what? That's cool. I'm fine. I'll put out that song Thunder, and everybody will forget me.
Yeah, I'm sure he was.
Yeah. There's I don't know if anyone listens to it, the Found Footage Fest guys have a podcast now called Bastard Tapes, which are the worst music in the history of music. And there's a whole Boris Pickett episode of all the songs outside of Monster Mash that he tried to do. Every single one of them sounds like Monster Mash, have the same idea as Monster Mash. Just whenever there was a new trend, there's a surf rock version of Monster Mash. There's a rap version, as you want there, a disco version. And there is a song called the Transylvania Twist, that's my favorite part of that song. So I can't listen to Monster Mash too much because I begin to talk as the Monster Mash voice way too much.
What have happened to the Transylvania Twist?
They did the mash. It's just the best.
Goodbye Horses, Jim Drummond. That's a strange Halloween song. But now I can see it. A lot of these are on some of my Halloween mixtapes. Skinny Puppy Addiction is on a Halloween mixtape. Every Day is Halloween, obviously. The Cramps, a lot of stuff by the Cramps. Voodoo Idol and Creature from the Black Leather Lagoon are my Halloween jams from the Cramps.
That's a good one. I appreciate all the Misfits love. That's there's a whole bunch. You could do any Misfits song, really.
Don't Fear the Reaper. That's a good choice.
Yeah.
I follow this thing on YouTube. Well, I discovered it on YouTube. I think it's originally from Reddit. It's called Vintage Obscura, and they do an annual Halloween mixtape, and they post it on YouTube. I think they do it on SoundCloud or Mixcloud or one of those services.
Mm-hmm.
You can look them up. It's Vintage Obscura. Anything Halloween. They've been doing it since like 2013, I think, is the first one I found. And they have stuff you never heard before, or you just never thought about it in a Halloween sort of way, and they find it and compile it with spooky sound effects and stuff. They're great.
Yeah, we went to this Halloween party, and they were just playing like rap. They would like, if you're gonna have a Halloween party, at least put a Spotify list on of Halloween songs, right? That's how shit got real, because the people were like, once House of Pain came on, white people can't stop fighting. House of Pain comes on, get out, run. That's like hearing a boxing bell for drunk white people. They're like, what?
Oh yeah.
Jump around. I will. And then people say things like, oh, I heard one of the craziest things at this party, Bill. It was amazing. So
wait, Is that the crazy thing you heard? Did you already
No,
tell
the
us?
crazy thing I heard is one guy screamed at another guy while they were fighting, "I fuck tougher guys than you in the ass in prison." And I said, "Okay, well, it's time for us to go because nothing comes after that that's good. Either they're gonna say, okay, good, and that's what I hope. I would hope that they would be like, really? Oh wow, let's talk, and they would just go off and peacefully finish that. But it wasn't said in a peaceful, loving way. It was,
I don't think that's what they had in mind.
No, I don't think it was a hookup. I think it was a hook down. So yeah.
A hook in the mouth.
Then I saw furniture, like the outdoor furniture, come into the house, and
yeah.
Yeah, it was not good. So there you go. Yeah, I played a lot of Halloween music on the way over though. I played what do you call it? If You Have Ghosts, I played that by Roxy Erickson. I think that. That's a good one. Or Night of the Vampire is another good one. And I think what else we played. I played a lot of Boris Pickett. I played all the extra non-Monster Mash songs until I wasn't allowed to pick songs anymore. And then Becca told me exactly what to play. So it all worked out.
I have a lot of children's Halloween records that I am not ashamed to admit I listen to every Halloween. And there's one by Wade Denning and Kay Land. It's just called Halloween. And it's got all these it's really kind of silly Halloween songs and games. If you could call that a game. They just sort of like, there's one where they it's called Guess What I Am, and they have these 4 kids in it. There's a children's chorus, of course, and they're from Long Island. They've got that Long Island accent. This tall, ugly thing with an ear where a hand should have been. And they're all describing what they are, and you have to guess their costume. It's easy.
Oh, wow. I think Matt brought up the Fat Boys Freddy Krueger song. There's also the Nightmare on My Street by Fresh Prince. Freddie Krueger really got into rap a lot. He had a whole album himself of different artists with him on it too.
I think Darren got excited with that story that you told.
It wasn't exciting. It was kind of like there were guns and stuff.
See, Darren, you didn't know it was going to be that kind of night, did you?
No, I didn't know it was going to be that kind of. I did know it was going to be that kind of night. On the way, I said that we're going to be here about 45 minutes.
It's on purpose.
We brought about what, $40 worth of cheese, baby?
Yes.
About $40 worth of cheese, and we didn't get basically I ate like $3 worth of it because I thought like even if I don't want to be at this party, at least the cheese Becca made was really good. She made some dips, and the dip it all got left behind. Far behind, like can't. Yeah, when people are pulling out guns, you're like, do I really need the cheese from Aldi? Like, I'll live to eat cheese another day. I left it far behind, like Candlebox. Anyway.
So I'm starting to feel a little thirsty, so I'm going to do the drink segment first.
Okay.
I'm going to adjust my horns. There. I look a little more like a gargoyle, maybe, or an Ernest Borgnine at the end of Devil's Reign.
I like it. So whatever it is, I like this look.
The witch.
Yeah.
So here's Sam's drink segment for the only movie that we're going to do tonight. The rats are coming. The werewolves are here.
He did the wubs. He did the baby cubs. The baby wubs. He was a little bub, a stinky dog. He was a little bog. What's up, Cubby? Hey, Cubby's here to guest with us for the drink recipe, and he would like to be set down. He's ready for the season. He loves Andy Milligan. And so we're going to make a drink to go with the movie. It's called the Full Mooney, named for the family in the movie we're watching tonight. And it's pretty simple to make. You're going to start off with 1.5 ounces of moonshine. You can pick your favorite flavor. I picked cherry limeade for this one. 2 ounces of pineapple juice. And 1/2 ounce of grenadine.
Blood.
The blood, yeah. We're going to do a little tiny bit of lime juice in here just to break it up a little bit to your taste. Squirt or 7-Up or Sprite or any kind of soda can go in last, but we're going to just hold off on that because you don't want it to get too foamy. Just shake it up. All right. Let's see, see if I can get that back open. Look at that string. All right, look at this special cup. Where's this from? Hobby Lobby?
Home Goods.
All right, so we have a little bit of foam on top, and we're going to top it with a little bit of squirt. Let's enjoy the movie. Happy Halloween, everybody. Pazuzu, y'all.
Luscious.
There we are.
Happy Halloween to you all.
Happy
and
Halloween,
to you,
Pazuzu.
Cubby.
He's like, I have made another costume change, Bill.
Oh yeah, now he's a bat.
Vampire bat.
Oh, Cubby, we just watched a whole bunch of we watched 2 movies, not a whole bunch. 2 is a bunch for us about bats on Saturday night. So
I'll sing the Wesley Willis song to him. Vampire bat. Scream, Dracula, scream!
ah,
Ah,
a Pazuzu.
Pazuzu. Tomorrow's my favorite holiday, Bill. It's tomorrow's Spirit Half Off Day.
Yeah. Is it really?
Yeah.
Okay, because I knew someone who worked for one of those chains, maybe not Halloween Spirit, maybe it was something else, but instead of putting things half off, they threw them in a dumpster and dumped oil over them to ruin them because they didn't want people, I guess, that worked there, or they didn't want their customers waiting to get the shit at half off. So, cynical.
I worked for a
Cruel,
chocolate company that rhymes with
You're
Sarah's.
an inhuman monster.
I worked for a chocolate company, and we did photography of all their chocolate for a catalog. And we said, hey, make sure nobody eats this, please, because we sprayed it with lacquer and all this stuff so it looked good in the shots. And they said, we'll take it back. And I said, just throw it in the garbage. And they said, nope, we'll take it back. And they took and it was like dripping with lacquer. And they packed it all up and took it home.
Ew.
Yeah, it really upset me. Not as much as when they started doing my ads without paying me for it, but the lacquer was the first part of the bad part.
What was Cubby before?
He was Superman earlier.
Yeah.
And then what was he in the other video? He was a pumpkin in the video. He's had 3 costume changes so far today. Yeah, he's like Cher. You're going to see him when he comes out to do If I Could Turn Back Time, he's going to have on the craziest outfit and be posing on a cannon.
With sailors.
Yeah, Andy the cat will be a sailor with him at that point.
Andy. Andy shares a name with Andy Milligan. That must be why I like him so much.
He is named for Andy Milligan. No, he's named for Anderson Cooper, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's where he got his name. But it just went to Andy. So let's just say his name for Andy Milligan. I think that's the way to go. Oh, what is Andy dressed like? He's dressed like a clown.
Andy looks like Hal Sue.
He is Hal Sue. He said, this is for goddamn ridiculous. What am I supposed to be? Andy, honey. You'll wear anything, won't you?
He's our only cat that fits the costume.
Yeah, he's the only one that fits in a costume. The other ones are too big. What are you doing? Hi, Bill.
Andy, I love you. I love you. I love you.
Hey, everybody.
We don't have kids yet.
Yeah, we don't have kids.
Happy Halloween.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is he okay? He's been meowing a lot. All right. Anywho, yeah, he's very patient. He just lays there and says, all right, put this on. I'm excited to see the ads for this movie.
All right, so the rats are coming. The werewolves are here. June 1972 is when this movie started making the rounds. And because Andy Milligan wanted to give you more than your money's worth, you got 2 Andy Milligan movies with this. The Man with Two Heads was also on hand. Get it?
Wow. This is a beautiful poster, by the way. Like, everything about this poster is gorgeous. Or this ad is gorgeous.
I don't know how you couldn't want to go see this movie.
Especially like the little parade of rats that's happening, and it just looks, it's just so good.
It's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. If the movie was half as good as this,
Yeah.
people wouldn't call it a shitty movie. Here it is in Pittsburgh.
Wow. Where did it play? Oh.
Everywhere. The Starlight Drive-In in Wexford, the Oaks in Oakmont. I used to call the Oaks all the time just to hear their announcement.
The greater
like
Pittsburgh is the Pittsburgh 5, which is sadly now a Walmart.
You know how like when you're a kid and there's a movie you're interested, just when you hear people talking about it, it's exciting.
I have to,
So
Bill. I was in Newcastle for the last couple weeks, as you know, and my old movie theater from my childhood is still open there. And I was really excited. I didn't realize it was still open. I was in Newcastle after dark. Can you believe it?
That's a dangerous place to be.
Yeah.
Not really. Or maybe really. I don't know.
Yes, really.
Speaking of Newcastle After Dark, they had an event last night and or on Saturday night. They had a thing set up where you could Zoom with them and do a Zoom meeting, and they watched the Gorgon.
Oh,
how about that?
That's amazing. I'm trying to think of which of these theaters I would go to beyond, obviously, Wexford Starlight has, the Greater Pittsburgh has Asylum, man.
Or Tales from the Crypt at a couple of the other ones.
That Sleeper Bananas double feature is real good too, though. I mean, that's pretty awesome. I couldn't imagine, but
and everything you wanted to know about sex.
Yeah,
it's triple.
Jesus Christ! And then, but Death Wish and the Parallax View is pretty great too. Oh, man, there's so many good movies on this list.
That was in 1974.
Ooh.
Taste the Blood of Dracula. Wow, with 2 Andy Milligan movies and then a Hammer Dracula. I know a lot of people
better was the world at this time.
A lot of people thought Taste the Blood of Dracula was a bad movie, but I'm sure everyone that saw it with these 2 movies knew how good Taste the Blood of Dracula really is. This is from Albuquerque.
Oh, the cactus. Wow, the cars that eat people? What? And death machines? Good Lord.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Hawaii, you're the best state in the union. Look at that shit.
Honolulu, baby, 1977.
Oh my God, what a triple feature. 3 movies that have nothing in common, that I imagine everybody hated at least one of them, if not all 3. Oh man, that is a dream night.
I think so too.
Man.
Oh, it's the Hartford one again. I don't know why that's in there twice. Look at this one.
You cannot deny terror.
Guess what year this is from?
It has to be later than I think, right?
I'm just saying. I'm not going to give you any hints.
79?
You're close.
80?
1980.
Holy shit. Wow. Is that Dr. Tarr's torture dungeon too with this?
Oh, wait. I was looking at something else for a second. Which one?
The bottom one.
No, that's Andy Milligan's Torture Dungeon.
Oh, okay. Wow.
It's another Andy Milligan movie. So you got 3 Andy Milligan movies and then Flesh Feast, which everybody thinks is just a crap movie.
Yeah.
Maybe not everybody. That's the one with Veronica Lake where she's a Nazi.
I love that movie. So yeah, I'm 100% into it.
And Crazed Vampires. You're gonna die when you hear what movie that is.
What is that?
Jean Rollins' Requiem for a Vampire.
I like that played last. Could you imagine the hard ass people that made it through that movie at like 3:30 in the morning?
They were sleeping, and the drive-in had to wake them up and tell them to leave.
Oh man, they probably had a squirter with a fire hose or something to get them out. Like, what an amazing night!
And this was a Halloween night, by the way, a Halloween weekend lineup at the Sinking
Everything
Spring
about this is so much better than I love the tagline. You may not believe in ghosts, but you cannot deny terror. Sounds like you're going to get fucked up if you go. It sounds like a threat. I like when people sell you a threat for the movies you're going to go see. You know?
Yeah.
Like the Blood Spatter
mean,
Bride trailer is one where it's like, you might go insane if you see this movie. You might, like, literally, this guy lost his mind. You may join him. Oh.
What was his name? The guy from the Orgy of the Living Dead.
Yeah. Yeah, you may join him in the loony bin.
So Sam,
Yes.
you weren't on the show on Saturday night.
No.
So you didn't have a chance to talk about the stuff that you got in the mail this week.
Oh yeah.
Or
You want me to do that?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I got a whole bunch of stuff. I got some stuff today.
It's more like a holdover from the last show.
Yeah, it is. So let's go through it. Kino sent me a bunch of new cool stuff. They're putting out a lot of Charles Bronson movies. We got the Valachai Papers.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, released after The Godfather. You know, these are the cult epics. Is putting out a lot of the Just Jackin movies. So The Last Romantic Lover, which is pretty cool. I'm excited that these are coming out. I sent you this one already. I sent you a text of this one. I was so excited. The Blood Beast Terror.
Oh yeah.
That cover is amazing. That's a Kino.
How is that the cover for the Blood Beast Terror?
It is.
I know, but I mean, it doesn't actually depict anything that has anything to do with the movie.
Nope. Kim Newman did the commentary on it too, though. So that's pretty cool. And MVD put out, or Wild Eye actually put out the Tom Savini documentary, Smoke and Mirrors. And their MVD is re-releasing, Bill, the Effects documentary too in December.
I know. I can't wait for that. Well,
Yeah.
You texted me right away when you saw that.
Yeah. MVD's putting this out. Ski Patrol, by the makers of Police Academy. If you haven't seen that, it's actually not bad. Then they're putting out a lot of concert DVDs, which is pretty cool. Pistoleros is one of the bands they're putting out a concert DVD about. And then, Bill, I told you about this and you were excited. The Wendy O. Williams live from London with Motorhead. Pretty awesome.
Fucking amazing.
Yeah. And this is the last thing I got. I got this from Diabolic. They have, I think, 5 copies left the last time I checked, but it is a tour of Dario Argento's Museum of Horrors beneath his store. And it's directed by Luigi Cozzi. And it has some extra scenes from Luigi Cozzi movies that he never released, as well as him getting interviewed in Italian. So pretty exciting. So I'm super jazzed about this. So it has how they did the effects for Phenomena. So probably him just throwing coffee grounds at you. So I'm excited about that. Not excited about the Phenomena remake that they're talking about, but what can you do, right?
No, wait, stop. What?
Yeah. They're selling the rights to an American company to make a new version of it.
Well, I mean, of all the movies to remake of Argento's, that one, well, I guess they already did Suspiria. So.
Yeah. As long as they don't touch Tenebrae. And Thursday, I'm going to Goblin, which is super exciting. So I'm super, super excited about that.
I never went to see them. I really should. I should have gone.
Yeah, I'm going this Thursday, so I'm excited. So it's going to be fun. I know it's a whole set of Suspiria, and then the second set is like 6 songs from different movies. So it'll be good. Who should play Frog Buckner in the remake? Oh, I don't even know. I wish, my dream for the Phenomena, it's not a remake. It's a continuation, and the orangutan's just a little older, a little grumpier, and it's just him and Jennifer Connelly solving murders. Just they stayed on the case. Do you know what I mean? It's just like it's literally the next part of their story. Like, where do they go from here?
Yeah, even domesticated monkeys, after they get to be a certain age, you can't go near them anymore.
No. Well, Jennifer Connelly lost a finger in that movie. Oh, who has returned? It's another. Who is this dog?
Cubby,
Cubby.
this behavior is outrageous. You just couldn't decide what Halloween costume you wanted to wear.
He has a whole closet full of these, and this is the night that his mother dresses him up, and he said, "Sing Chapelet de Soleil, ole, sing Chapelet de Soleil, ole." Thank you, Cubby. So right, whoa. There he goes. Yeah, so I'm excited. There was like a thing you could pay more to meet Goblin and then get like an extra shirt and stuff. I'm like, I'm fine. I just want to hear the show.
Look at this. Someone sent this to me today.
I saw that today.
I swear to God, that is not me. But
Oh,
it kind of looks like me.
man.
Yes, it does.
We'll all heat up down here with Pennywise fuel.
That's not creepy.
No, not at all. Oh, man.
Switch to pennywisefuel.com. Somebody approached me in the grocery store today. I'm like out trying to do my grocery shopping quickly so that I can get home and prepare for the show. He wants to talk to me about my gas provider.
Oh.
And I don't want to talk about that. Like, I don't want to mess with my gas provider. I'm fine with it the way it is, because if you can save me money, there's some way you're making money, and that's going to be when my back is turned. Like, there's going to be some fine print thing that or a year from now, I'm going to forget to call you and cancel it, and you're going to jack the rate up, and you're going to make a whole bunch of money on me. So I'm not interested.
Rebecca said for the first 3 months you'll save money, and then suddenly it goes up. And then what do? My least favorite is when I'm trying to look at movies at Walmart, and they like camp out there to talk about your cellular plan, and they're like, "Hey, there was a guy in Target once, I could see him, and I was like, I would like run around the store to not talk to him. It's like, I'm just here to look at toys and chill out, and I don't need a hard sell.
Yeah.
Like, you don't need to sell me on cellular, on electrical, on gas. I don't come to Target for that shit.
It's confrontational.
Yeah, it's super. I'm not here for that. I'm here to shop. You're getting away with my shopping agenda. I don't want to. Like, my mind's not in the mood to think about that kind of stuff. I also got a call the other day from someone calling from the office of Visa and MasterCard, and I said, "You guys aren't the same company." Oh no, we're the same company now. And I was like, "No, you're not."
What?
It was just like a scam. And he's like, I said, I would have thought, I would have heard on the news that Visa and MasterCard were the same company now. And it's nobody really knows yet, he said. He said, it's a new thing. And I said, oh, okay. It's like the people that call me. I think I'm the first to know. It's like when people call me and the first thing they say is, I'm calling you from a recorded line. Fuck you. Hello. Hello, my friend. Fuck you. And usually the conversation goes downhill from there. I had someone also last week kept asking me for my mailing address before they could tell me what the call was about. And I was like, I don't want to talk to you if you don't, like, I don't want to give you my mailing address. They're like, your mailing address starts with a B. And I said, yeah, I know. Like, I don't have to play guessing games. I know where I live. Like, you know what I mean? Like, tell me what this call's about. This call went on for a long time. Not fun or funny.
Even in person, he kept trying to get my name, and I gave him my zip code, but then he started to get my name and my address and everything. I'm like, no, I already know I'm not interested in this. I don't want it. I don't want to hear about it, because you remember what happened in Texas, that all of a sudden one day they jacked up the rate like 300%, and you couldn't do anything about it. Like, I'm not going to open myself.
Charles Stoll, and I live in Penn Hills. That's not true. Yeah, we've been getting a lot of calls. I'm sure everybody's been getting their robocalls because the election's a week away, and like they're really ramping up. It's funny. We were at my mom's house Sunday, and 3 people got the same text at the same time from a political one, which is pretty wild.
Yeah. Their whole room lit up.
The whole room lit up. It said, "You got to donate." Not like this. Like Darren's little comment there. I'm shopping at Target for cute, cunty little Halloween decorations and monster cereals. Not anything deep like customer service. Exactly. That's why I'm
cellular service. Yeah, I get really annoyed by that too. Like I've already got that worked out by the time I walk into Target.
Yeah.
I don't want to deal with it there. Are you
Oh.
kidding me?
Yeah. By the way, Dan said, "What culture will Cubby appropriate next?" Cubby is Mexican, just so you know. So that outfit is completely 100%.
Yeah,
He is a Chihuahua.
he has the right to claim it.
He has a right to claim it, and he is more Mexican than any of us. So, just want to. He loves tacos. Becca says, "I help me our closeting," but we don't want to get Cubby
because that's not racist.
No, he loves Taco Bell. He loves he wishes the old Doritos mascot would come back. I'm trying to think some other things. Loves Chico and the Man. Not getting Cubby canceled.
Chico and the Man. I loved that show too.
Yeah, but I'm not getting
Jack
Cubby.
Albertson, who went on to be in Dead and Buried.
Sure did. Man, he's great in that movie too. Mike Justice, Cubby is not Honduran. He is Mexican with Chilean with a little bit of French.
He's not PR.
Yeah, because we used to call him Macron after the leader of France, because I don't know why. Because he has a little French shirt he used to wear around the house. And he was appropriating French culture. I will say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was over the line.
That was it. We put him in the basement. Said, "Don't come up here until you get culturally sensitive." And then we shunned him for a long time.
Yeah, the shunning is important.
Yeah. The Frito Bandito. Yes. I love the Frito Bandito. I've never been able to figure this out because I see everybody talking about monster cereals before we start the movie. Why are every cereal commercial about people that used to be friends stealing cereal from each other? Like, as far as I knew, Fred and Barney, best of friends. That cereal comes out, they're like at war. Why? Is it that good?
I agree. Like they want to hurt each other.
Yeah.
And
You know,
why? Yeah.
When I was a kid, they did this big thing where they had the Trix Rabbit never got to eat Trix. That's the other thing. Like, or the mascot of the cereal selling the cereal doesn't get to eat the cereal that he or she is selling, right? They had a 900 number that you had to pay 50 cents for, and you called to vote whether or not the Trix Rabbit got to eat the cereal, and he lost. Like, enough kids voted that the Trix Rabbit didn't get to eat the cereal. What bastard children were out there spending 50 cents at a time of their parents' money saying, "I don't want this rabbit to have any pleasure." Like, the only thing this fucker, he wanted one bowl in his entire life. That's all he wanted. And these kids are like, "No," and hung the phone up. Again, they probably called
Silly rabbit.
Yeah. I don't like it. Cookie Crook, all these ones. There's a million of these kind of stories.
Well, the monster cereals, they were always fighting over whose was best.
That one I agree with. Count Chocula wins.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Count Chocula is the best. Why? Which one do you prefer?
Well, it would have to be either Boo Berry or Frankenberry because I hated Count Chocula.
Why'd you hate Count Chocula?
I hate chocolate stuff like that,
Oh.
like fake chocolate. You know, it doesn't taste like. I don't even like chocolate ice cream because it never really tastes like chocolate. It's like some sort of pseudo chocolate, and that's what Count Chocula tasted like to me. But Boo Berry was awesome. Frankenberry was awesome. I got a box of Boo Berry a couple of weeks ago, and it's still in the cupboard because I don't know. I just don't like the monster cereals anymore.
Fruit Brute.
I used to think they were good.
I ate a whole box of Fruit Brute this October.
Or Yummy Mummy.
They didn't remake Yummy Mummy, so.
Yeah, I haven't seen any Yummy Mummy in a long time. In fact, I always forget Yummy Mummy was a thing.
I did too.
It totally was.
I was also a fan of any cereal that was like a limited, like it didn't last. Like, do you know what I mean? Like Mr. T cereal. Do you know what I mean? It was like obviously like they weren't going to make Mr. T more than a year, like or G.I. Joe stars or Droid cereal, C-3PO cereal. I always used to get those and just after a while I was just like I'll just eat grape nuts like a boring kid. The most boring child, the 70-year-old child that was really 8. It said, "Could I have some 100% natural and Crackle and Oat brand when you go to the store, Mom?" And she said, "You sure you don't want one with a toy in it?" "No, I want to have good colon health." So I think that's how I did it. I feel better about myself. Constantly regular. Other kids got toys. I got regular. That's really the moral.
You got the better end of the bargain.
Literally, the better end of
The shitty end of the stick.
the end of the stick. Yeah. Yeah, I liked I kind of like Captain Crunch. Peanut butter Cap'n Crunch too.
Well, I don't eat peanut butter.
What?
So I wouldn't eat peanut butter Captain Crunch. No, I hate peanut butter.
Oh man. This is sad.
Well, if you get me stoned, I'll eat peanut. I'll eat anything really when I'm stoned. And one night I was really stoned, and a friend was over. We started, and there was like we'd made dinner earlier, and we had stovetop stuffing, and we started eating stovetop stuffing with peanut butter. We were daring each other to eat it. We're like, I bet you wouldn't eat this bite of stovetop with
I would 100%
peanut butter.
eat that. I would eat
it
that.
wasn't so bad, actually.
Not even high, I would eat that. I would totally eat that. I had a hamburger the other day with peanut butter on it. It was great. Wonderful.
It's your thing. Do what you want to do.
Exactly. So yeah, I think it's weird that there's a lot more Halloween cereals this year. I would like other holidays that had like, I guess there's Christmas flavored cereals too. Oh, there's Easter cereals too? Peeps have them, yeah.
It's going to be the second segment, Matt. That's all you get tonight is 2 segments because we're just one movie. Like this horn is driving me crazy.
Right, Maleficent. Or you're like an alien, like a xenomorph.
A xenomorph? I am Mephistopheles. Well, Mephistopheles is not my name, but I know what you're up to just the same.
Yeah. Yeah. I think now I'm hungry for cereal. I got to make like a cereal drink for the next drink we do.
Blueberry.
Blueberry.
Lincolnberry. Gold chocolate. They were so adamant about it too. Like they were like, why would you want to eat anything other than my cereal?
Do you think Count Chocula would be the main bad guy if you had to rank the power limits of the cereal universe? He would seem to be the bad guy, right?
Beelzebub.
Mike Justice he's got recipes in here too. Christmas cereal recipe. Smash up some Danish butter cookies. We were good.
The Rats Are Coming, The Werewolves Are Here was another movie called Curse of the Full Moon.
Oh wow.
Well, and it was never actually released as Curse of the Full Moon, I don't think.
Mm-mm.
It's on the Andy Milligan box set as that.
By the way, if you're watching the version on Tubi, it's the Severin box set version.
Yeah. Oh, maybe I should have linked to that. I linked to the YouTube one.
Yeah, it's just go to Tubi and search it, and it's right there. Just type in Rats R, and you'll see it right away.
This movie gets a 3.4 on IMDb, which is higher than the Bat People.
A little higher than I thought it was going to be.
It's higher than the fucking Bat People.
Yeah.
I mean, isn't that crazy to you?
I think that there's lunatics like me that give Bruno Mattei movies 10s. So that's what's happening. I don't have any of those sets, actually, believe it or not, Mark. They were so expensive when they came out. I was like, I've seen them. So I don't have those ones. I feel a lot. Sometimes I sit around and get depressed about it, but I'll be okay.
This is a good introduction to Milligan. I wonder how many people in the chat have seen an Andy Milligan film before. Is this going to be the first time you've seen an Andy Milligan joint, as they say? Yeah. As the kids said in 1990. Yeah. But it's not a typical kind of thing that people talk about Andy Milligan movies until maybe like, a couple of years ago. People started talking about Andy Milligan.
It was always like when I would hear talk about him before that a couple of years ago, it's just like these movies are so bad. And like I think people like to critically reevaluate things.
Well, things look better sometimes years later after so many bad things come after it.
Oh yeah.
Even the
Oh,
crap from the 70s looks better than some of the stuff you see now.
and I think also a lot of these have been fixed up as well too. You know what I mean? You're seeing like the best quality version of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, they never looked this good when they were in theaters. They were never so carefully curated and presented. The bad people looked horrible. Oh,
We
Matthew
just
B.
lost Bill.
The bad people is deep in my heart.
Why don't you just come over and kick Vivi while you're at it? If you're going to make fun of bad people.
No, it's okay. I don't blame anyone for saying the bad people is a
I
bad
don't know.
movie.
It's something I would never say to you. I know way better.
Well, you know me too well to say something like that to me.
No, I wouldn't. You'd be like, get the fuck out of my house.
You don't think that, do you?
No, I don't think that at all. I love
Okay.
the bad people. I watched the drive-in with you. I love it. I would. You always get the real deal from me.
Well, if you want to say it to me just to wind me up, that's a different matter. You're
I'm not
welcome to
gonna.
do
I
that
wouldn't do
anytime.
that though. Why would
If you say it to me in a studio wrestling kind of way,
I would. I wouldn't
like
want
in your trash talk video or something.
Yeah, exactly. If I just do a cut of promo on the bat people. Well, bat people. Yeah.
They'll catch you coming out of the locker room, and they'll
Yeah.
film you there, and you'll just talk shit on the bat people just to
I don't even think I could do it then. I have to believe in what I say, and I don't hate the bat people. You know?
Oh, it's okay, Matthew.
Hey, I'm super excited about Severn only announced 2 movies so far, Bill. I'm super excited about both of them.
And what are they?
The one is what do you call it? I Love You, Hugs and Kisses, which is one of the few video nasties that has not come out on Blu-ray, which is pretty exciting. Is it a good movie? No, not at all.
No?
It's all right, but it's not. You can't go into it expecting like, oh, it's a video nasty. You know, it's not really that bad. And Sex is Crazy, the Jess Franco movie, which lives up to its title. It's wild. It's about aliens and stuff. It's typical Jess Franco shit. I'm super excited. I totally forgot today's the Mondo Macabre sale too. They got that crazy box set and what do you call it? Dr. Caligari on 4K. Come on. What is going on? What world do we live in? A good world sometimes.
To say the least, Mark Greenwell, his life was way more interesting than his films. They are an acquired taste, but the thing I like about Andy Milligan movies, and I know they're like the budget is crap, the sets are cardboard, and the costumes are simply outrageous. I love the way they dress in this movie, by the way. Pay attention to the things that everyone's wearing. It's not quite right, but it's interesting nonetheless.
I also like that occasionally you can see, even in period movies, you can see or hear modern cars too.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes breaks you from what you're watching, sometimes doesn't.
Well, they end up showing a scene where one of the characters walks down what is supposed to be, I guess, the main street in the village where she lives. And there's all these modern looking storefronts. She ducks into this little shop that we never really see. And all of a sudden she's in Andy Milligan's house in Staten Island. It's great. It's really his movies here's what I like about them. They treat the supernatural elements of their story as if it's a byproduct, as if that's not the thing you're watching the movie for. Because if you've ever seen, another one of my favorites of his is Guru the Mad Monk.
Oh, I love that one. Yeah.
Guru the Mad Monk is fucking amazing because they got this, this guy's a priest at a local parish. He's torturing his parishioners because the church is paying him to, cutting off people's hands for stealing, punishing them for these sins. And he keeps this woman locked up in a tower in his church. And he also has a girlfriend who happens to be a vampire. There's a vampire in the cast, and that's not the main story. It's like, oh, there's a vampire. No, It's about Guru the Mad Monk and his sort of, Tony Soprano kind of life that he lives. So
I do like
that's
that.
very Milligan.
In the world of Andy Milligan, the supernatural is not supernatural. It's very fact of life. You know what I
Yes.
mean? It's like, okay, yeah, there's werewolves and vampires and carnivorous plants. And yeah. Oh yeah, we're listening to this one comedian. He's like, politically I'm liberal, supernaturally I'm conservative. I don't believe in what you're telling me.
Supernaturally.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm excited. I'm excited for first time watchers. I'm excited for everybody. It's Halloween. It's a great Halloween movie.
Well, I don't know what to do now because the link that I've been sharing is on YouTube. If you want to watch it here's the link again, just for those of you who may have missed it the first time.
Some people
you could find it on
watch it
YouTube.
on YouTube. Some people, I think that's the Ray Gun one that's on. It's on Ray Gun as well, and it's on Shudder too. So it's on. You got a lot of choices to watch it, or you can watch it on the box set if you're rich and you bought the box set.
I bought the box set, and I'm not rich.
You're rich in friends.
I am.
Yeah,
I am rich in friends, just like George Bailey.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Merry Christmas, Bill.
Clarence, get me back. I don't care what happens to me. Get me back to the Drive-In Asylum Halloween Special. I want to live again.
I'm excited if we do a Christmas one too. Like we should show an Andy Milligan movie for Christmas. Seeds for Christmas.
Why not?
Why not? Right? I'm ready.
Yeah, I would think that the YouTube has the fewer commercials, Lee. So I would recommend that you watch it there.
Yeah.
But, Darren, your late husband, Mr. Harry Reams, I had no idea. Condolences. Harry Reams passed years ago.
Yeah. Maybe he's one of those things. People get married to ghosts all the time now, Bill.
It could have, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, good for you, Darren. A good medium, and you're on your way.
Yeah.
And it sure is the night for it. It's Halloween, and we certainly thank you for joining us on tonight's program. And we hope you're going to watch The Rats Are Coming. The Werewolves Are Here with us. Start yours at the end of the video. Come back afterwards. We'll have more to talk about, and you will too, guaranteed. This one's going to blow your mind. The Rats Are Coming, The Werewolves Are Here. Directed by Andy Milligan from 1972. It's crazy. It's nuts. Of course, we're showing you this on Halloween. See you then.